Alright, so today we are going to be checking out this FPV car from Banggood, and this is called the Telly car. You can see this is a replica of a Porsche. I don't know which model it is because I don't think it's super skilled. Maybe a Macan, but whatever. So yeah, basically it's a little car carrying a FPV camera. So what we will be doing today is I will just be showing you what it can do, and we're going to demo everything, and you decide if you wanted to buy it for your kids or whatsoever. Alright, let's get right into it. Alright, so let's first start by talking about what you're going to be getting in the box. So you just basically get the car, the FPV camera, you're going to get like a manual, and you're going to get like a USB charging cable, and that's going to be about it. Remotes, you're going to have to use your cell phone to do that to achieve the control and also the FPV view, which we're going to demo it later. As for the exterior of the car itself, yeah, it's kind of like a Porsche Macan, maybe? I don't know what car is this one because it's not super scale, but the paint job does seems pretty okay. You can see that it's at least projecting most of the details, tinted windows, like lights. There's obviously, I don't know, there's actually lights here, but on the top is going to be your FPV camera. It's going to be a simple design. You can just remove it like this. It's going to be magnetic, and if you wanted to use it, just put it back on. And if you wanted to improve like your performance just by driving this car like completely just like that, you can do that, no problem. It's going to probably increase a lot of performance because like this thing is super heavy. And yeah, this is also a complete rear wheel drive vehicle, and for some reason I don't know why, but you can see that the front tire is just a lot smaller than the rear tire. And then something to mention about is that this car is going to be complete plastic. So plastic cover, plastic bottom, so everything plastic. It's not going to be cast iron, which is kind of expected at this price point, especially you're including like FPV camera on the top. All right, so to charge this is pretty simple. You just have to plug in a USB-C cable on the bottom, and there's going to be a power button like here. So there's going to be like a little LED. Oh, it's okay. You can see that we're actually getting pretty nice like flashing like headlights. So no bottom lights. So these are just going to be the two lights you're going to be getting. All right, so that basically is going to be concluding the specs. Now let's look at how you can connect this to your cell phone and like basically operate it. Let's go. Alright, so next, let's just talk about how we can operate this FPV car. So you are required to have a cell phone. You can be Android, it can be Apple, either way, but you do need one. So if your kids are not allowed to have cell phones yet, so probably this is not going to be the gift for them. So we are going to have to install the app for the car. So you're going to bring out this box. So this box, it's going to contain the app QR code. You're just going to open your camera, give it a quick scan, and it should be bringing, okay, let me see. It's not working. Okay, here we go. This should be bringing you to this page. So you can either select Apple Store, Google Play, or like this is basically the China Android, whatever. So this is going to be Google Play, so we're just going to use Google Play. You're going to install this app, WTech FPV car. And next, you're going to be powering up this FPV car. Just power up like that. Next, we're going to be going into our cell phone internet setting page, and you're going to be connecting the Wi-Fi to your FPV car. So this is the one. As for the password, it's going to be 761, basically this one, 368 Show password 36818, and you're going to hit connect. Alright, so no internet access, but we have connected already. So you can just come here and we can, let me turn this, hit start. Okay, so you are going to have to allow all. Okay, you can see that we are actually getting footage already. So to get this control, you're going to press this gear button right here. And right. So you're going to have to probably drive this on completely flat surface. So this is basically going to make it go forward, go backwards. This is going to be the steering. Actually, let's put it up and give it a test. To see if it actually, I don't know. Does this actually have like proportional throttle? Let's actually test it. So, hey, let me see. So if you adjust this, you can like adjust to the max speed. I don't know if it's, I think it does have proportional throttle. That's not bad actually. All right, so steering, generally this kind of gray car doesn't have like proportional steering. Let's actually test it. So, hey, it actually does have proportional steering. I'm kind of surprised. So you can see that it's like you can adjust how much you want, but it's not going to be pretty accurate because you're just using your hand, like driving on this like device. So yeah, I think this thing is going to be pretty good if you have like a radio, like those kind of like normal like gun type of radio. It should be much more fun. All right, so in my later testing, I also noticed that this car actually contains a gyro, because you can see that when we're moving the car like this, the tire is just trying to find its correct location and stabilize itself. So this is actually huge for a $20 car to have a gyro. This is, yeah, super big. So basically that's just going to be how it was connected, and let's just put it on the floor on a complete flat surface. You do need to be like super flat because this is just basically like touching the ground already of the thing, and this tire is not really high and there's no shock. So yeah, let's just put it on a complete flat surface, probably on the floor, and let's just test drive it. All right, let's start driving this in our garage. Let's see. Okay, well, let's put a little bit less steering. This throttle, we're at 30% at the moment, so it's going to be controllable, otherwise it's going to be super fast. Yeah, so this thing actually is pretty fun. You can see that probably give this to your kids and they're just going to have a blast of a time like exploring your house. So you probably wanted to drive this on complete flat, like really flat surface, because if you drive this on like floor mat or whatsoever, it's just going to stuck itself, like it won't move. I tried it on my mat and it's just not working. So drive this on your table, probably it's okay. Yeah, but for precise control, I would say like probably it would really just benefit from like a regular radio. So if there's a radio option, I would just strongly suggest you go for that option, because driving with a cell phone, it's kind of like, it's kind of okay, but it's just like you're not gonna get super accurate like controls like when you're just touching like an analog object, because this is just completely digital. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be the slowest speed. Let's actually, woo, okay, so you definitely can drift with this. So this is 100%. Let's actually punch the throttle. This thing is actually pretty fast relatively, consider you're carrying such a heavy camera on the top. It's harder to drive like this, but yeah, because like you're gonna get a certain delay. Ooh, whoops. All right, so we crashed. Okay, let's basically adjust it back to the normal speed. Are you able to drift with this thing? Whoop. So many objects. Oh my god. Yeah, but this is definitely, whoops. Okay, bump into tires. But overall, I think this is just super fun. Yeah, this is going to be a complete indoor car for sure. Alright, so something I also wanted to mention is that this camera footage is actually not bad. I think you're actually getting digital footage instead of like analog. Like there's no like breakage of line whatsoever in this thing. So actually this is not bad. If you wanted to just achieve like FPV view for this thing, you could just get one of this. I don't know the range yet, but you could definitely use this to put on your larger crawlers to kind of like, you know, if you just wanted to like achieve a FPV view, just kind of sticks this car completely on top of anything and it's just gonna be converting it to like a FPV car. So yeah, anyway, so I guess that's going to be about it for this review, and if you wanted to check out this car, links are going to be down below, and if any questions or comments, please feel free to leave it down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Wow, this thing is actually kind of hot.